Hello, comrades! I wanted to let you know that I made this video with its quirky title because I want to give a big thank you to all the YouTubers who have helped me formulate my opinions and gave me the facts I needed to make good political decisions. What I plan to do in this video is make it more of a, you can just listen to this video without having to watch it. And so I'm just going to go through the big YouTubers who have helped me so much, and I'm an absolute no one on the internet, but I wanted to thank those because I want them to know that there is definitely support that they must know they have from their subscriber count, but also wanted to make it so that they had a thank you note, essentially. So to start things off, Natalie Wynn, also more famously probably known as ContraPoints. Thank you so much. Thank you for the storms you have to weather in order to present me, a cis bisexual male, a perspective I would have lacked without you and your content. Because you catch so much flack for speaking your mind and trying to help out the LGBT community. It shocks me sometimes the positions you present as a trans woman and how much people get angry at you for what you do when you have done more good for me than any bad that could be drawn from it. I know it's a utilitarian point of view, but I really liked your canceling video, and I've watched it a few times now, how it's more important, I think, to do so much good than worry about the few people who might get upset, and that doesn't make the assertions you claim bad just because someone doesn't like them. And I think the vitriol you receive is so undeserved, and I hope you keep on making the content you do. And I know it's very hard for you, and I would never clock you, Gorge. You're totally stunning. Next, Big Joel. Thank you for making your goofy but serious movie reviews and political videos. I really enjoy the way you discuss your political messages in movies and how the movies represent those messages. I think it's really hilarious. Just like, for example, your Click video. I absolutely enjoyed that and your hot takes on that. And of course, the conservative think pieces you go over, like PragerU videos or your God's Not Dead series. Those were absolutely phenomenal. And thank you so much for that. H Bomber Guy, I was introduced to you from a friend from your Pathologic video, and then I totally went down your rabbit hole and consumed like all of your content as quickly as I possibly could. Your videos are so well researched and well made that you make it easy to find my own fact-based arguments and sources. You have been one of the most carefully analytical YouTubers I have ever seen, and you bring that into your political, climate change, and video game essays. Of course, one of your most famous bits of just one small problem, Ben. I think that was what really sold me on you, was how you could make your videos so informative, but also hilarious, because you're the antithesis of people like Steven Crowder, who just make wild, cherry-picked data assertions and really don't have any studies to back up his claims. And you were someone who helped me realize that there's a lot more facts you need to go through in order to come to outcomes, and not just cherry-pick bad data points in order to make a claim. And so I thank you so much for that, H-Bomber Guy. And I really enjoy your content, and I know that you put so many hours into each one of your videos, and the quality shows, and every time I see a new one, every month or however long your release schedule is, I get super excited because I know I'm in for a ride. Even if I don't like the topic or care about it, I know it's going to be an overall great video regardless. JXE, thank you for showing me that a generation younger than me is so hopeful for the political future. The way that you examine videos from dishonest YouTubers of the movie making variety and point out their unsubstantiated arguments is so impeccable. I've gotten so many laughs in the way that you rip apart bad media pieces that are super hollow, and you can offer good critiques about how they could be doing better content. I really like your recent Netflix series you've been examining, and how their television shows are very mundane and don't really offer anything. And I think you've helped me formulate opinions about what real good comedy looks like, because I think slapstick humor and poop jokes are really funny when you don't think about what you're consuming. But there's definitely better content out there, and you've done such a good job of that, so thank you, JXE. Everyone's favorite video game analyzer, Jim Sterling, or Stardust. You are my favorite man in a top hat. You primarily cover the grotesque video game industry practices, but the way you analyze them and use logic and facts and research into these industries, and the way you're able to aggregate so many people's reviews and testimonies on how their industry is treating them is so eye-opening for me. You've helped me in my own life because of you pointing out all these horrible practices. For my job, I have several people I supervise, and the way that you have pointed out what bad supervision looks like has helped me a lot in how I think I could be a better supervisor for the people under me, and how to have them all work together as a better unit rather than me just directing from the top down. And I think financially, your most pertinent thing for me was your hammering so often of the microtransactions in video games have really helped me a lot. In, I think, less than 2 years, I spent $3,000 on a mobile game, and I didn't even realize it was happening. And because of your videos, you've helped me realize like what predatory practices look like, and you have helped me rationalize and realize that addiction to microtransactions in video games is like a real addiction. Like people who are alcoholics or crack addicts or cocaine addicts, like it's a real problem for me. And because of you, you've helped me to steer clear of these video games that aren't really games at all. They're just ways to make me the whale that I am. And so thank you so much for that, because you have helped me redirect the things I spend money on, and now I'm able to direct those to more fulfilling activities, like spending money on my friends and activities we can do together, like D&D. And you've also helped point me in the direction of better games, of games like Hades that offer real experiences rather than just give me money. So thank you, Jim Sterling, and I thoroughly enjoy your goofy content that is so serious as well. And last but not least, certainly not least, I can't remember his name. It's Vaush Da Vinci? Vosh, thank you so much. I think purely because of your constant stream output that you have helped me, I think, the most out of anyone on this list, because you've helped me so much with formulating my political takes and opinions and how to substantiate those. Throughout your videos that you upload every day, you use your ultimate research document and other research topics in order to show that there are fact-based ways to formulate opinions. And listening to you for my commute to work every day, I've gained an invaluable skill from you, which is before I start making wild claims based on my feelings, I actually go onto first your ultimate research document, because if you've already done the work, I may as well steal it. Or I go on to the Google machine and look up facts and studies to support claims, because there's so much disinformation out there that's politically motivated in order to ensure people lack the understanding and facts to make opinions. Because if you pointed out in so many of your videos, if you're uneducated, it's easier to dupe you. And I've used that to try to help people on social media in my very small sphere of influence in order to show them more fact-based arguments because of you. So thank you so much, Vosh, because I find you endlessly engaging, and I know that you catch a lot of flack from the left, and I am just a part of the left. I am not a social media figure, but you are so helpful to me between you and my lefty husband, you saved me, along with everyone else in this video, from falling down the far right pipeline. Because I was running down it, everyone. I was going for it. I was really getting into the Ben Shapiro and Steven Crowder type videos, and I didn't really agree with all their assertions, but I was totally fine letting them get away with just making wild claims and not substantiating it whatsoever. And my husband would get frustrated with me because he was like, "You're a better person than this." And so between all of you, I want to say thank you, because you have helped me become a better person, and you've helped my marriage, because now my husband and I are more politically aligned in order to help the future, rather than me just falling down the right pipeline. And so this is why I stopped falling down the right pipeline, and why I'm way more of a leftist now. So thank you for your time in watching this video, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. And thank you once again to Natalie, Big Joel, H Bomber Guy, JXE, Jim Sterling, and Vosh. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you!